Hello, YouTube and vinyl community. I'm Jeff Pierce, and welcome to the Vinyl Record Info channel. And in today's episode, continuing on with the series, 1971. And I think 1971 might be the best year in music. I mean, it is so incredible, the music that came out of 1971. I mean, some of the records I'm going to show you, they're all timers. They're all killer. Everything I'm going to show you is killer. Um, I tried to pick out mostly just rock. I, I have some things a little bit outside of rock, but because some of them are kind of quintessential stuff. But I try to keep it around rock and type of stuff that I like. So, hard rock, psych, and prog. But yeah, I'm going to start off with just some killers for you here. So to kick off 1971, we have Toad. This is an original Swiss press on Hallelujah. Um, I cannot say enough about this record. This is killer hard rock with a tinge of psych. Nothing too crazy at all, though. Definitely blues rock, hard rock based for sure, but um, incredible rock from 1971. Toad is it's one of my favorite rock albums of all time. The one I'm about to show you next is like 1A, 1B of like some of the best rock albums I think in ever. But Toad, this one, it took me a while to find. This was number one on my want list for years. This one took me a while to track down. Uh, this is a very rare record. You can go look them up. I don't know how much they're going for now, but probably a lot. And this one, I got really lucky on it. I got a great deal. I got it off online because finding one of these in the wild is impossible. But yeah, so I got it offline, and this guy's parents were from Switzerland, and they lived on the East Coast, and they moved back to Switzerland because of a hurricane. They're like, we're out of here. They moved from the East Coast, U.S. to back to Switzerland, but they left like a ton of their stuff at the house, and so their son rather, was just selling all their stuff. And he was moving out too. So he was just trying to get rid of everything, and I was able to get this off of him, and could not be happier. Talked with him for a while about it, and you know, chatted about the story behind this. And you can stream this everywhere. You can find it, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever. But incredible early 70s hard rock. All right, the next one I'm going to show you, I unfortunately do not have a first press of. It's probably one of my favorite rock albums of all time. And the only reason why I don't have a first press is because I have a copy here that I like. And, so I haven't been actively, you know, focusing my attention on trying to get an original. I'm hoping that one just kind of like finds me. That's the goal. But and that is Orangutan. This is a Noble Records exclusive on that orange vinyl. This is a reissue from Garrison, so really well done. Great stuff. But yeah, so this is Orangutan. Story as old as time. In the early 70s, tons of bands were popping up trying to make it big, and this is actually a UK band called Hunter. And management paid for a little bit of studio time. They laid this album down in like 4 hours in like an afternoon at the recording studio. And like what happened to a lot of people is the manager took off with the tapes, went off to America, renamed the band Orangutan, and put it out, and the band never knew. They never got any money from the originals. They didn't even know it was out. So if you have not heard this album, you need to like pause this video and go Spotify it or Apple Music it. It's unbelievable. Early 70s hard rock. Incredible stuff. Uh, you know, Favorite rock album probably of all time. It's so good. And the a first press of this is very difficult to find. And like I said, It's my favorite rock album probably of all time. So I'll hope to get one eventually, but I just haven't been like actively pursuing one because I have this copy and I'm happy with it. But yeah, unbelievable. Again, if you have not checked that out, you need to. Just an absolute killer one up next. I've talked about this record before, but this is Kavas Jute Wide Open. Incredible hard rock out of Australia. This is an original Australian press on that Infinity label. Incredible stuff. I mean, this is just out there, awesome hard rock. Not a lot of people talk about this record because it's so rare and hard to find that. It's this album doesn't get talked about enough. But if you listen to music of this, you're gonna be like, your minds will be blown how killer this rock is. Absolutely awesome stuff. Kavas Jute Wide Open. That's how you spell it. Kind of a weird name, but incredible stuff. Go stream that because finding an original is impossible. I'm so lucky to have that one, honestly. This is Demian. This is a white label promo on ABC, and this is the same band as uh, Bubble Puppy right there. That one is on International Artists label, which is the label that put out a lot of Texas psych. And this is the same band just on ABC, and they changed their name to Demian. But again, just awesome, right down the middle, early '70s hard rock, tinge of psych, but not a lot. Not I don't think even as much as that one. But awesome hard rock, really killer stuff. Another good one. This is Budgie, self-titled. This is an original first press UK copy here on that MCA. I love that MCA UK label. It's really cool. But this is like harder than a lot of the rest of these records. Like this is hard rock, not like proto metal or anything. I mean, this still has like the early '70s hard rock sound, but like it's hard. It's really great rock and roll. Really getting out there a little bit. Awesome stuff. You need to check that one out. And then changing gears quite a bit. This is Bob Seager, Brand New Morning. So you hear, you're probably automatically thinking, oh, Bob Seger, but this is, early Bob Seger. It's definitely a different sound than his later stuff that you're probably used to. This is the first press on Capitol. Uh, it's kind of a hard record to find, honestly. If you get like a really nice one, they're probably around $100. This one's pretty chewed up, as you can see, but the vinyl is nice on it. That's why I got it. But this is chewed up pretty good. But yeah, so they're actually pretty hard to find. They're kind of hard to get, but really great Bob Seger. Highly recommend checking that one out, even if you don't like Bob Seger that much. This is one of the non-rock ones, but it's quintessential, so I had to show it. 1971's Funkadelic Maggot Brain, quintessential funk album here. This is tippity top of one of the most famous funk albums there is. This is a first U.S. press on that Westbound label, Unipack sleeve. These are getting, the prices on these are getting crazier and crazier every day. I feel like they're going up. It used to be, back in the day, I feel like you could get one for like $150, and now they're like going for well over 200, maybe even 300. I don't even know nowadays, but I know the prices are increasing on them for sure. Really great funk. I mean, everybody really likes Maggot Brain on this one because the guitar, George Clinton is shredding on this. But I think my favorite track is "Can You Get to That." I love that song. I mean, that song is so good. But yeah, awesome album. If you know funk, you know that one. All right, this is another one that not a lot of people talk about. This is Head Over Heels. Awesome early '70s hard rock again. They don't get their due because they weren't as popular, but Head Over Heels, incredible. Again, if you've been listening to a lot of like classic rock, like Rolling Stones or Van Halen, whatever, and you want to branch out a little bit, maybe you've never heard of this band, but you're gonna love it. This is awesome hard rock. This is a white label promo, a Japanese press white label promo. Incredible stuff. Head Over Heels. Check that one out. One of my favorite records in my collection right here. Oh, so good. This is Pluto, self-titled. This is original UK press on that Dawn label. I think First Presses only came out in the UK, if I remember correctly. But I mean, look at that cover. You know that's going to be some killer music, and it is. It's awesome prog, a little bit of psych, some hard rock in there. It's got it all. This album is incredible. Very, very lucky to find this one in this condition. I mean, this one is beautiful. Uh, you know, the vinyl itself is unbelievable, VG plus, and then the cover is great too. It's kind of tougher to find these with nice covers because it's the UK press, so it's got that flimsy cover, and a lot of the UK press covers are, they have creases or bends in them, because they're so flimsy. But this one is absolutely beautiful. Highly, highly recommend you check out Pluto. You can stream that one as well. It's just nonstop bangers right here. This is Black Cat Bones Barbed Wire Sandwich. Uh, Super great blues rock, like heavy, heavy blues rock for sure. Um, you know, Maybe you may hear a little tinge of some psych in there, but this is about as blues rock as it gets. Unbelievable stuff. I mean, this is a white label promo on that PIP label. This is a US white label promo. A lot of people say like the UK, I think it's on Decca. The UK Deccas are the ones to get of this, but I love this US promo. I mean, it's just absolutely killer. And this is near mint all the way around. It's beautiful. And I really like the white promo sticker there. That's really cool. And yeah, I mean, this album is it's just unbelievable. Highly, highly recommend checking that one out. All right, so changing gears a little bit. This is Yes, the Yes album. This is a white label promo on Atlantic. Uh, awesome, awesome prog. I mean, if you like prog, you've heard of Yes. Even if you don't like prog, you've heard of Yes. They're incredible. I have a lot of Yes albums because I think they're so good. I mean, this is probably one of my favorite Yes albums. Another good one. Van Morrison, Tupelo Honey. This is In the Shrink with the hype sticker. I mean, between this and Moondance, I love Van Morrison. Those two albums are this and Moondance. Incredible, incredible stuff. I love Wild Night. Between that and Into the Mystic is tough, but Wild Night on here is incredible. I love that song so much. That's a great track. Really good song. Freedom Through the Years. Another one. If you like classic rock and you're looking to branch out a little bit, you might not have heard. I mean, this isn't gonna like break the bank either. This is a very cheap record comparatively for the music you get for it. This is probably a $20 record, but this should be a $100 record. I mean, this is really, really great classic rock. This is a white label promo on Cotillion. DJ mono copy too. Really, really great stuff. But to get a regular first press of this is probably $20. This is in the UK it came out on Vertigo, and those are a little more expensive. But if you want to get a US press of this, you can pretty easily, and it's unbelievable hard rock. I mean, again, if you're stuck in the rut of classic rock and you're looking to branch out a little bit into something new, Freedom Through the Years, check this out because you're gonna like it. Trust me, unbelievable stuff. Okay, a little bit of non-rockish again. So this is Leonard Cohen, Songs of Love and Hate. It's more on the folk Americana type side, but it's a classic. A lot of people have heard of Leonard Cohen and know this album because it's kind of iconic and unbelievable stuff. And I got this record. I was really excited because I got this record. Just picked it up. It was clean. Like with the black cover. A lot of times these get crushed with ring wear, and this isn't too bad. It's got a little bit right here and a little bit at the bottom, but as far as black covers go, this is in pretty good shape. And very excited to get it. It's clean vinyl and everything. I was like, oh, cool. But then I looked at the back, and I did not realize I didn't see it until I already got it, but it's a promo copy with that interesting promo sticker there too. I just didn't even notice it. I didn't notice the sticker. Promotional record for broadcast and review, not for sale. So I was like, oh, score. That's awesome. I had no idea it was a promo copy. So very, very, very excited when I saw that. And this is, very excited to have that one. Oh, man. All these are so good, but I'm very excited for this one because I just recently got this. This is Cactus, one way or another. I have all of Cactus's albums, and my completionist brain, I've been trying to get all the Cactus albums in all the promo copies of every Cactus album. And this was the last one I needed in a promo, and I got it very recently. So now I have every Cactus record, every promo version of every Cactus record. So, I mean, this is, Cactus is another one along the lines of a couple other ones that I showed you, where if you've been listening to, your super popular mainstream rock and you're looking to branch out a little bit and you have not heard Cactus, I mean, unbelievable hard rock. I think Cactus's first album, self-titled, is my favorite. That one is it's a jam from start to finish. Cactus rocks. I mean, they're so good. Definitely check out Cactus if you've never heard them before. Every single album is great. Really, really great music, and really cool that I got that, white label promo and Atco. It's got 2 promo stickers. I mean, I want as much promo stuff on here as possible, and then the regular orange promo sticker, and then the suggested cuts promo sticker, and then this is the radio station mark. But yeah, very excited to have this one and get all of the Cactus promo records. All right, this is Elton John, Madman Across the Water. This is the one that has Tiny Dancer on it. I mean, just an iconic album. I remember, when I was younger, I wasn't really into Elton John. It took me a while. It took me a little bit till I got a little older to get into Elton John. I think when I was young, I thought he was it was just too like soft rock, like it was just a little bit too mellow for me. But you know, after college, after I got a little bit older, I really started to get into Elton John. I think he's fantastic now. I got like a ton of Elton John records. I love them all. This one is, top 2 probably. This between this and Yellow Brick Road are some of my favorite records, but or Honky Chateau too. Top 3. This one is fantastic though. Definitely top 3 Elton John records, I think. This is a classic. Doors, L.A. Woman. This is an original U.S. press on the Elektra label. It's got the screen here with the yellow insert, kind of like Fraction Moonblood type thing. But yeah, awesome Doors album. I have a little bit of a hole in my collection when it comes to Doors because I had a Doors self-titled. I had the stereo and mono of the Doors self-titled, but it was a repress. But it was from the same like original year, So it was like I think the Doors self-titled came out in like 1967, let's say. And I have I had a stereo and a mono from 1967, but it was the repress. So it was just like not in the same like in the very first run. But if you consider like an original press as just a record from the year it came out, then it was an original press. But it was a repress. It wasn't technically a first press. So I sold those 2. I traded those in. I traded for some stuff for those, and so now I'm just looking for a clean first press mono of the Doors self-titled. I'm looking. I'll get one eventually. The tough part is not finding one. Like they're out there. The first press monos. The tough part is the condition, getting a clean one because they were partied with. Most of them are just hammered. It's so hard to find like a clean first mono of the Doors self-titled album. But hopefully I'll get one. I'm gonna keep looking. Hopefully I'll find one. Awesome David Bowie record. This is Hunky Dory. Beautiful first press on that RCA Victor, first U.S. press. This is in the shrink with the hype sticker. The David Bowie Hunky Dory. Yeah, if you don't have the shrink with the hype sticker on there, it's just a cover with like a rough cover as the first press. The later pressings, it was kind of a smooth cover here. But yeah, awesome album. Life on Mars, one of my favorite David Bowie songs. This is an incredible album. All right, so another one. that you may not have heard of. This is Green Bullfrog, another one that's not going to break the bank. This is another $20 record. But if you're been listening to classic rock and you want to listen to something new, this is going to be right up your alley. This is awesome classic rock. Green Bullfrog. It's on the U.S. Decca, and these are easy to find. You can find one of these, no problem. And awesome classic rock. Highly recommend Green Bullfrog. Nobody ever really talks about this record, but it's great. It's great classic rock. All right, coming down to the last couple here. This is 10 Years After, A Space and Time. Awesome. This is my favorite 10 Years After album. Awesome psych record. This is a promo. You got the timing strip down here, and this is from the Voice of America collection. But incredible psych album. I'd Love to Change the World is on this. This is probably the song you definitely know from 10 Years After, and it's on this album. Incredible stuff. Really great psych. I like 10 Years After. And then, pumped that I get to talk about this record again because I can't sing its praises enough, and people need to listen to this. And that is Faces. A nod is as good as a wink to a blind horse. Listen, if you have not put on Stay With Me, crank up the volume, roll down all the windows in your car, and go for a drive and blast that song, Stay With Me, from this album, you're not living. You need to pause this video, go out right now, get in the car, roll down the windows, and put on Stay With Me and crank it, because one of the best rock songs ever. And people write this album off because Rod Stewart, and they're like, oh, cool, Rod Stewart, all right, not into the 80s, rock like that, and I get it, but this is not that. This is early 70s killer rock, classic rock. Awesome jamming the whole time. And Stay With Me is just one of the best rock songs ever in the history of the genre. I'm telling you, Stay With Me is incredible. So please do yourself a favor, blast that song. You're not going to regret it. If you have not heard Stay With Me, put it on. And I've showed that record a million times because I can't stop showing it. I have to until more people start listening to it. So that'll do it. That's 1971. I mean, it's in the running for the best year in the history of music. I'm telling you, like early 70s is the best. I mean, if it's not 71, it's 70 or 72. I mean, this is like the best era in my opinion. This is where the best rock and roll comes from. Is from the early 70s, and incredible stuff. And I tried to pick some record. I mean, I could do a part 2 or part 3 on 1971, but I tried to pick out some records that kind of, good, well encompassing of the year, and give you some examples of stuff. But I mean, what a year in music! It's unbelievable. So put down in the comments what I missed, what I should have included. Next up is going to be 1972. So definitely put in the comments what you expect to see during that. Like what are some have to include titles in 1972? I'd be curious to know. And I appreciate you guys. If you guys have not, please at least hit the thumbs up. It just takes 1 second to click that thumbs up. Help me get in the algorithm. And if you want to be awesome, please subscribe. That'd be really cool of you. Trying to grow the channel as much as possible. So that'll be it for this one. I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.